In the interest of long-term health, it's not a great habit to hold your urine, but in the short term, our brain and body got us covered. An average human being is supposed to urinate at least 6 times in a day, but I know most of us don't indulge in such habits. In this video, we'll be talking about how bad this habit is and how long can our body withstand it. My name is Dr. Kelly and you're welcome to Prime Health 360. How is urine formed? Urine is formed from the kidney. After formation, it moves down through a tube called the ureter and then to the bladder. When the bladder is halfway full, it then sends signals to the ureter, which contains muscular tissues. This muscular tissue either relaxes for us to urinate or contracts for us to hold our urine. How much urine can our body hold? At 150 ml, signals are sent to the brain and we feel that urge to urinate, but we can overlook it and still hold the urine. But at 400 to 500 ml, we become so discomforted and we need to answer nature's call. But if we choose to ignore that, then there's a risk, because at 1000 ml, we can risk our bladder busting open, leading to threatening life condition. Dangers of not urinating in time. Holding your urine for 6 hours during a long road trip might not result into something serious, but then constantly ignoring the urge to pee may develop into serious complications like overactive bladder. In this situation, we find ourselves rushing to the toilet every single time. That is called frequent urination. This is because we have weak urethral muscles, meaning we can no longer hold urine as long as we're supposed to. Second on that list will be bladder pain. If you hold your urine for too long, you will feel a very discomforting, piercing bladder pain in your lower abdomen, and that is a red flag. Next will be urinary retention. In this situation, you go to the toilet and after urinating, you feel you're not done emptying your bladder. You still feel the urge to urinate. That is called urinary retention. The next will be urinary incontinence. In this situation, you can no longer hold urine. Like you're standing, you're peeing, you're sitting, you're peeing, you're lying, you're peeing. Your body can no longer hold urine at all. You just find yourself urinating uncontrollably. That is called urinary incontinence. Finally, we're talking about urinary tract infection. Stagnant urine serves as a medium for bacteria to grow, which can lead to us having urinary tract infection. Can you die from not urinating in time? Yes, you can, but the chances are very rare. If the bladder should burst, the contents of urine are waste products which are toxic to the body. So imagine what will happen to your system once that urine product gets in contact with your organs. That would be a disaster. So if your bladder were to burst, you need medical emergency immediately because it's a life-threatening condition. How many times in a day can we empty our bladder? On the average, you can empty our bladder 6 times a day. But we can empty our bladder at least 4 times or at most 10 times in a day. But infants and children have smaller bladders, so they tend to empty their bladder more frequently than adults do. What can affect urination? Top on that list would be medical conditions like diabetes, kidney failure, or even pregnancy. People that find themselves in this condition tend to urinate more frequently. The next on that list would be dehydration. When you don't drink enough water, your body loses enough fluid, and that affects the body function. We can have symptoms like dizziness or dark-colored urine. Following that will be medications. Some medications like antidiuretic, that's an antihypertensive drug, or some antipsychotic drugs can cause us to urinate more frequently. If you're having difficulty urinating, after a day or 2, please endeavor to see your doctor. This is not a habit we should learn to live with. Let's follow these 3 rules of urination, and that would be when we find the urge to urinate, let us urinate. Secondly would be fully empty your bladder when you're in the toilet. And thirdly, make sure you don't rush the process. Take your time to urinate. If you practice this habit, you'll have a healthy bladder and a healthy life. Please follow us on our social media platforms and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Do visit our website www.primebusiness.africa. I remain your host, Dr. Kelly, and until our next episode, this is Prime Health 360.